see Gojira live, and I am still so excited. Oh my god. So yeah, I went to Göteborg in Sweden to see Gojira live, and oh my god, it is one of the best live concerts that I have ever been to. And I have not been to like that many, but I have seen the bands that I have seen quite a few times, so I'm quite familiar with the bands that I have seen. And Gojira, I can say, is one of the best live bands that I have seen, because it was just insane. And I've never been to such a small venue or so for that much of a professional band. So I was really excited and actually surprised that the concert venue, is that what it's called? I'm not sure. The concert place or so, where they played, it was really small. I think the people we stood in line with when we were waiting to get in, I think they said like 700 people was the max of the concert venue or so, and that's not really a lot of people in terms of how popular I think Gojira is. And I know that they're going to play with Avenged Sevenfold and Metallica later this month, and I'm so surprised that like you can see it with 700 people, and then you can see them with like the venues that Metallica and Avenged Sevenfold are playing in, because that is quite night and day difference. But yeah, I'm so excited to talk about my travel and everything today. And I filmed some like vlogging-ish, not really though, because I didn't talk in it, because talking in vlogging is so weird. But I'm working on it, So I filmed a little bit of vlogging, like the flight and so, and I think like traveling montages are so fun to watch. But then again, I am so insanely excited and inspired and everything after seeing Gojira, so I can't not talk about it. So I can't make these like quiet traveling montages, so I think it's going to be a little bit of a mix or so. I am not sure. We'll see how this turns out. But yeah, we started 4 in the morning, traveled to Oslo and then to Göteborg, and it was just so nice to be like up in the air or so. I think it was really nice weather, and there were some clouds and such, but it was so nice. And yeah, we got to Göteborg, I think maybe 10 or 11 in the day, and then we got to the hotel and we like got rid of our bags and so. And then I really wanted to go to Hara Cafe, and we found that despite of my really terrible like sense of direction. I am just a lost little duck in a really big city, but we found it. It was my mission to find Hara Cafe, and we found it, and I'm so excited. We went through this really pretty park, and I think actually my phone got like full in storage, so I erased Spotify and some of my other apps in my phone, because I really needed the storing space to like film, because I really wanted to vlog for you guys. So yeah, we went to Hara Cafe, which was so big. I got so surprised of the size of it, because it was so many tables. And we just hang out there for a little while, and then we got to a food store, and I took out some cash because I didn't know if they were going to be like you could pay with card or you had to have cash in the concert, because I knew that the venue was a little bit smaller than usual, and then I was scared that they would have no opportunity to pay with a card or so. So I really wanted to get some cash, and I'm so glad that I did, because they didn't take card. So we got some money and we got some food, and we went back to the hotel and just chilled, and we actually fell asleep, everyone. But we had like alarms on and everything, so it wasn't a big deal, but we were so sleep deprived. That's the wrong word, but you know the word that I'm looking for, so we're just going to keep it there. Sleep deprivation, is that the thing? Anyway, lack of sleep. Yeah, so we got up again and we went to stand in line like a long time before the concert started, we went to go in line. And that's a thing that I really like to do, is actually stand in line before the concert. Not to like meet the people that are playing, but to actually just be in that concert feeling or so for a few more hours. And so we went to stand in line, and I got so insanely surprised. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't film actually this part, because we got there and first we thought we had gone to the wrong place, because it was like, this is the name of the place, but this is like a cafe or so. There was a few tables and a few people just hanging around, and no like guards or fences or anything that like showed signs that there were going to be a concert here this evening. So we went inside, had no idea, and there were two people there, one with Gojira t-shirts, so we was like, are we in the right place? And just as we asked the question, the door behind us almost just flew open with some Gojira riffs, because they were checking the sound, and we were like, okay, we're in the right place. So it was basically just us three people that I traveled with, me and my two friends, and the two other people that were waiting there. We were like 5 people in line, and yeah, so there were so few people in line that I don't think that the band realized that people had actually started to get in line. So in the middle of nowhere, Mario just walks out, like, what? And I freaked out so bad. And one of my friends that I traveled with, he has 2 Gojira tattoos, and he has actually met Mario at least once before, and he forgot to show them, and he has been like, I need to show him again. I need to show him and remember to actually like tell him that I have tattoos. So I was like, you need to get over there, hello, you need to like follow him or so. And you need to take your jacket off. Hello, you need to remember to take your jacket off. And so all 4 followed him, and I stayed behind. And I regret it so bad, because I just freaked out. I'm not used to seeing like famous people, so I just freaked out and I just froze, and I sent them away like, okay, you need to follow him. And they all got a picture with him, and oh my god, I can't imagine that I didn't follow him, oh my god. But yeah, the reason I didn't is because I'm not sure how other people feel about like people following them to get pictures or so. And I know I personally get really happy when people recognize me and come over to me and talk to me, but I'm not sure how he feels about it. And I didn't want to like step over any boundaries or so, and I don't see a lot of famous people, so I just freaked out so bad, and I was like, he's there, like Mario's right there, and everyone turned around and just freaked out. But yeah, my friend got to show his tattoos, and my 2 friends got pictures with him, and the 2 others that we were riding with got pictures with him, and yeah, I'm really excited for them. And I got to see him, at least. Oh my god, I got to see him. So yeah, that was before the concert. And inside the concert, I'm so glad I took some cash out, because I bought some things, and I really want to show you guys. So I bought a t-shirt. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Look at the design of this t-shirt. Oh my god, it's just so insanely cool. I can't believe it. So I'm so excited. I took some cash out because I wouldn't have been able to like get some merch or so if I didn't have cash. And I got a poster. Oh my god. And it's the same pattern, just in color and in thick paper. And I love this poster just so much. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I got some merch and such, and a little note to self or note to others. If you're in a concert and you buy a poster, that's going to be a little bit stressful. because concerts are usually quite full of people, and posters don't usually handle like people pushing. I was so scared to get like this bratt. Oh man, I'm not sure how to say that. To get a fold in the poster. I was so scared to get a fold in the poster. And my friend was like, we're going to stand in the front row and you can like have it over the fence. But I was like, what if someone steals it? What if someone just takes it and leaves? And I don't notice because I'm just so in the music, or I don't know. So I didn't want to stand in the front with a poster. Are you crazy? So I stood in the back just protecting this like it was gold or something. And to me it actually is, because it's so beautiful and I love posters. And I really wanted a drum head or so, but they were like 2,000, not dollars or so, but they were a lot of money, and I had 800 and I didn't like even come close to 2,000. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a t-shirt and I'm gonna get a poster, and I'm so happy. So I was standing a little bit in the back, and you're going to see that from the filming that I did. And the last songs, I filmed some of the first songs, or short snippets of it, because some of the first songs were my favorite songs. The setlist was just beast mode. Oh my god, the setlist was amazing. And I'm going to post the setlist in the description so you can check it out. But the setlist was just badass, and they started with Only Pain. And I think it has been probably just a few days or so that Only Pain has been like on my top list, because I just discovered how insanely cool it is. Because it has been my favorite quite long, but it has like gotten further and further up my list of favorite Gojira songs lately. And then they started with it. Oh my god, it was just so cool. And the last songs that I filmed is really short snippets of, because I wanted to film it so I could see properly, because even though I was standing a little bit in the back, people gathered so much around where I stood. And they were just like, I think that is a really good place to stand, because people were just like, oh, I'm going to stand here. And there are so many tall Swedish people in this world. I think that I'm not a short person, but Swedish people, you guys are huge. Those people inside that concert were tall as shit, and oh my god. So even though I was standing a little bit in the back and I thought that I was standing in a really like good place, and I was, a lot of people actually had the same idea. So by the last few songs I was standing just like squeezed in a corner, and I could barely see anything, but still it was just badass. And I'm so excited because my friends who were standing in the front row, one friend got a guitar pick, and the other friend, who is a drummer, who has the tattoos, he actually got a drumstick like given to him, because Mario threw drumsticks and he caught one, but somehow it got away or something, and then he shouted like, Mario! And he came over to him and gave it to him, and it was just so cool because it's his hero, and I know it means so much to him, and I'm so excited for him. And I was standing in the back, and so I didn't get anything, and I think that's okay. And I'm not one of those people who like stand in the back the entire concert, and then when they are throwing out stuff, I'm going like in the front, because I feel like the people who have stand in the front for 4 hours, I think they deserve the guitar picks and the drumsticks and everything. So I don't mind not getting any of those, but I really wanted to have something with me other than the poster and the t-shirt. And they had this like, not pyro, they had wind, or I don't know how, smoke machines, wind, I don't know, but they were so cool because they cooled down the entire like a concert venue and all the people in it, instead of pyro, which just is melting everyone's faces even though you're in the front or the back. So they had this wind thing, and every time there came some small like gold confettis out. And when all the people started to go out, I saw one lying on the ground that wasn't stepped on. So I picked it up and I got it with me, and I'm so excited! Ooh! I don't know, I feel sort of ridiculous that this is like the most exciting thing that I brought home or so. But this actually is sort of, it for me, it represents the inspiring spectrum of things. Because not only is the music inspiring, but how to actually perform it, yeah, I think, yeah, how to actually play it live is also a really inspiring aspect of the musicianship. Yeah. So I feel like this confetti actually represents the inspiring thing around the music, because you can go to a concert and people are playing it perfectly, or you can go to a concert and they're just there. You can feel that the musician is actually there hanging out with you, and 700 or a few thousand people as well, and I think that's just amazing. And since I am this sentimental person that likes to put things in guitars, I'm going to put this in my next guitar, which I hope to be a Schecter Apocalypse, but I can't seem to get my hands on it yet, because no one delivers it yet in Norway. So I'm trying to get a Schecter Apocalypse, and I'm going to schmuck this back in the back plate of the guitar, and I'm just so insanely happy with it because it fits. The poster doesn't fit, and I can't like schmuck that in my guitar. So I'm so excited to get something that could mean something so much, and yeah, to bring it home. And the warm-up bands, oh my god, I need to like just have a little bit of a talk about the warm-up bands, because the first warm-up band were so insanely technical. They were so good at their instruments. The guitarists were like tapping and just insane things with the guitars. When you tap like with multiple fingers on your picking hand, and you just have this insane thing, and then you start singing, what? You're just a badass guitar player. And the vocalist was just insane, and the bass player started tapping, and it was like, what are you doing? And they had a guy playing marimba. I'm not sure how. It's not a xylophone, it's a marimba. I think it's a marimba, and I'm not sure if that's the right word in English or so, but yeah, that's it. That's the instrument. And he was just playing so insanely fast, and it just sounded like, I don't know what it sounded like. It was insane. It was so cool to see. I've never seen a guy play marimba in metal before, and he did it so cool and so good and so insanely. It was just badass. And yeah, they were so cool. And the next warm-up band, they were, I think the bass player had a Motorhead bass, and I'm pretty sure that they were from the city. So there were like a local band playing with this huge French metal band, and it was just a really nice atmosphere. And yeah, it was awesome. And yeah, it was just amazing. And when the concert ended, two sort of awesome things happened, or the entire thing was awesome, but two like things I'm pointing out or so. That the first thing was that when they were throwing out guitar picks and drumsticks and just thanking everyone for coming, Joe got up to the microphone again and said that we also like to thank, oh, I can't remember his name, but one of the guys from In Flames were actually in the audience, and that was so cool and so human. I don't know how to explain it, but I get so happy when people who are famous actually go to see other bands that they like. It's not like, oh, I can't go there because I'm going to get recognized and like steal the attention or so. I think it's so nice for people to show up and support their favorite bands. And In Flames are pretty cool, so I got so excited. I couldn't find him though, but I'm sure he tried to get out pretty fast to not like get reamed with people. And when we got out, a guy came over to me and was like, "Hey, I watch your YouTube videos," and I got so excited because it means so much when people recognize me and come over and talk to me. And yeah, I got so happy. So thank you for coming over. And yeah, that was the concert, and I'm so excited about it. And yeah, it was just amazing. And we talked about it on our way home, actually, on the airport in Stockholm, because we sat down to eat, and this drummer guy said to me that, okay, if you could pick any band you would see right now, who would you see as your next live band? And I think actually I would like to see Gojira again, because I have seen Avenged Sevenfold quite a few times and I would love to see them again, and I would love to see Metallica again, but Gojira, there were just something special about it. And yeah, I would just die to go to Gojira, Avenged Sevenfold and Metallica concert in one, but that just happened in America. That's a really far far trip, so I just got so excited. And yeah, so the next day we traveled home, and we had a little detour from Göteborg to Stockholm, and then from Stockholm and home to Bergen. So, oh my god, it was just amazing. And yeah, I got so excited. So that was my Gojira concert, and I'm so insanely happy about it. And if you're going to see Gojira live, I'm so excited for you. And if you are wondering if you should go and see Gojira live, I really recommend it. And yeah,